Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Megan, and today I just wanted to do a cozy, quick little favorites video. These are some of my favorite things to watch because I'm incredibly nosy. And I'm not gonna lie, I've had a lot of trouble filming this. There's a lot of noise going on, and it's springtime, so my throat is really irritated. I'm hoping I can get something out there because it's been too long since I've been able to film, and I really love doing this, so I figured this would be nice and easy. I'm gonna start out with beauty. And I had to start off with the thing I use every single day. This is my little spoolie. It's from NARS. I got it greatly reduced. I think it was maybe like $4. I don't wear makeup most days, but for some reason just brushing out my brows, I mean, I'm obviously wearing makeup right now, some of which I will show you, but I like to just brush out my brows. I feel put together suddenly, and it makes my nighttime routine incredibly easy if I don't have to remove like a whole mess of makeup and sunscreen and all that. But this, chapstick, and earrings, and I'm good to go. I stay at my pajama pants, but I'm then ready for work. Moving into some makeup. I have very, very sensitive skin. It seems to be reactive to a lot of things where I'll get these like angry red bumps and patches. So I am very hesitant to introduce anything new into my routine. Like I've used the same Glossier skin tint and the same moisturizer, foundation, and all that stuff for the, God, like 2+ years. I've used the same thing. But I did recently get the Tom Ford Glow Tinted Moisturizer, and I haven't had any bad reactions to this. I love the consistency. The color is good enough for me. It's the 1.4 bone color, and I usually have a hard time finding a light enough shade, especially when it comes to tinted moisturizers, because they always seem to be marketed towards tanner complexions than mine. But this is really, really pretty and easy to put on. And again, no reaction. That's all it needed to do. Speaking of not having a bad reaction, I have a really hard time with sunscreen. Things consistently seem to break me out, and it is the one product where I do try to find something, and then I'll wait for long periods, wait for the flare-up to go down. This has not caused me any problems yet. And it probably won't at this point. It's the Roche Posay Factor 60, like ultra light face light fluid sunscreen. There's a lot of words on there, but I'll write it all down in the bottom. If you, like me, have problems finding sunscreen, this is worth checking out. I love the consistency of it. It does have a teeny bit of a white cast when I first put it on. It doesn't so much matter for me because I am so pale, but it seems to disappear eventually. So I guess that is the only thing worth noting. Otherwise, it is a fantastic product, and I haven't had a bad reaction. Wrapping up with beauty, I love trying new lipsticks because in general, they don't give me any problems. That and mascara, those are my two favorite things to try when it comes to beauty. Everything else, like, I really enjoy, but I'm kind of lazy with. Like, I don't really bother with eyeliner anymore. Now, this is kind of funny because this is the Dior Lip Glow. I got this because the Clarins lip oil gave me a bad reaction. My lips went really red and they burned and they were bumpy. It was awful, but so I tried this because it was clearly a similar, nearly identical seeming product. Even the shape, even like the little cap and everything. But this, I haven't had any bad reactions to. The Dior Lip Glow, this is in the cherry oil color. Really pretty. Does exactly the same thing as the Clarins, but it doesn't make my lip burn. Moving on to some lipstick favorites. This is a Makeup Forever, what is this? Rouge Artist Shine On in color 234. I've worn it in videos before. It's like a rich, opaque raspberry, very creamy, very shiny, and it layers and blends with other lipsticks beautifully. That's one of my favorite things about it. The bullet, the bullet shape. I know that they wanted to be like really fancy with, you know, you being able to pop this on and, you know, be all artsy and stuff, but the bullet shape is absolutely stupid. You can't fit it easily into small bags or little makeup pouches. It's, I don't know, it's a gimmick. I know why they did it, but it's silly and it didn't need to be done, but the product is absolutely gorgeous. It is this very pretty raspberry shade, and I like to mix it especially with my red lipsticks to get the consistency of this one, but sometimes the color of those. So I'd highly recommend. And the last lipstick is my Glossier Generation G lipstick in Crush. I wore this on my wedding day and I'm actually wearing it right now, but you can really build up the color. This might be the only lipstick that I come close to finishing. I've never once finished a lipstick or a lip gloss, which is part of the reason why I don't buy too many of them now. But this one, I probably will. I love it. So those are all my beauty favorites. Now I talk about some jewelry favorites. I have really enjoyed wearing jewelry, especially with working from home. Like I said, I brush out my eyebrows, put on some lip balm, and then with earrings, like I feel like I look put together and it doesn't so much matter what I'm wearing for my video conferences, but occasionally I'll put on like a nice sweater. But here I have these little red ones. I think it's from a brand called Akola, but it has this 14 karat gold plated top and then this little red thing, which to me kind of looks like a lifesaver. But I like how it ties all the colors together. Also in my favorites, these green sparkly glass hoops. This from a brand called Short and Sweet. They always seem to ship from California, but I got both of these on Nordstrom.com. I looked at their earrings and then I filtered to the colors red, green, or purple, because these are the colors that I have in my wardrobe. So I thought, well, if I have earrings, like really fun, different earrings, like I can really tie colors together in my wardrobe. And you know, I have a ton of green bags, I have red bags, it all meshes really well in my opinion. But these shipped from the California warehouse, I think, because that's where the brand is based out of. They're beautiful, I would highly recommend them. They're fairly light for being a pretty chunky hoop. They have a small, more like huggy size. These are the mediums and the large. The large might be getting to be too heavy. These don't like drag my earlobes down at all. The weight doesn't bother me, but the large, I'm just guessing because I've never felt them, but I would think they'd be getting on the heavy side. So yes, these are my current jewelry favorites. Kind of an unusual favorite coming up, but it was worth mentioning because I use it so often during the week. These are my bone conducting headphones. The brand used to be called, I think it was AfterShokz, but they recently changed their name. Like I was looking them up because I was recommending them to my parents actually. Little headphone earbuds, they so often make my ears ache. I mean, really quickly. I mean, within 15 minutes, they'll start bothering my little ears. These are incredibly comfortable because they just sit over my ears and then they like rest, the little pad rests against my skin. I don't know how on earth these work, but it is incredible. The sound quality is really good. It's also great because my husband and I, we have, well, let's just say, okay, we have very different habits sometimes, and he wants to listen to music 24/7. He wears these all the time at work. He wears them around the house. I like quiet. I like to come home and everything just be peaceful. I mean, I'm here so often by myself, so he will be just wearing these around the house. He'll wear them when we go on walks together, and we both get what we want. It's like having like almost like a radio on, you know, we still talk, we still have conversations, he's not ignoring me. He can hear everything I'm saying, and this way like we both get what we want, and he's able to have this like ambient music in the background 24/7. These are mine, obviously. I like them for when I'm listening to my audiobooks, I don't even know what I said. I like them for my audiobooks and when I'm cleaning the house. They're just very comfortable. I got them, I think I got some amount of money off at the Black Friday sale. So if you're in the market, it might be worth waiting for that because they're on the pricey side, but they're very, very good. Now getting into some fashion-y bits. The most couture thing I own. This is, I don't know where I'm going with that. These are my Chucks. I love them. They're very comfortable. I haven't had them since I was like a teenager, and I saw them on the Nordstrom website and thought, I need that back in my life because I just want some comfy white snakes to just kick around, throw on, never have to worry about, I don't know, whatever I would worry about. What was I worried about with shoes? Nothing, probably. Whatever. These are very comfortable and they look good with all my bags. That is all I have to say on those. Now into some designer stuff. This is the Louis Vuitton cosmetic pouch. I know this isn't everyone's favorite because of the shape. Like, you can't fit most brushes into it. It doesn't really work all that well sometimes as a cosmetic bag, especially because it is much wider at the bottom. I don't really wear a lot of makeup, as I said. When I'm traveling, I'm even more lazy when it comes to makeup. And, well, heck, all the stuff I showed you easily fits in here. But what I love it for when I travel is actually all the extras, like my nail file, my tweezers, my nail clippers, like all those little things that I wouldn't normally fuss about having, but like you never know if you're going to need them. Oh, I often put my phone charger in here, hair clips, hairpins, my silk scrunchies, just all those little things that are not exactly makeup or a skin cleanser or shampoo and all that stuff. Like, that is what I pack into this bag, and it's beautiful. It's totally unnecessary, but it sits on my vanity and it looks pretty all the rest of the time that I'm not using it. But I do use it pretty often. We take a lot of day trips or weekend trips to visit family, so this has gotten a fair amount of use. Okay, one more thing to show you before we get into bags, and frankly, this is possibly, oh no, wait, no. Okay, yeah. So I have one small bit they're good to show you after this, but this is possibly my very favorite thing. Like, if I had to give up the rest of these, if they were somehow lost, if I had to pick one thing to save, it would probably be this. And I know that seems extreme when you see what it is, but like, let's say I could never replace any of these and I don't know, there was some kind of magical scenario where some omniscient being was, where am I going with this? Basically, I really, really like this, okay? And I would never want to be without them. These are my wireless bras. Oh, they're so, so, so comfortable. I rarely wear a wired bra now, and I pretty much only do maybe 1 to 2 times per week I'll need to wear a nude wired bra. These are from Victoria's Secret. They are a size medium. They're very comfortable, very supportive. This is the seamless one, so you can't see it at all under sweaters or t-shirts. I do have a nude one in that style. And this is the like plunge style wireless bra. I found the size guide to be very good, and these are a medium. I am usually a D to double D cup depending on the brand or if I've put on weight, and these are very supportive. I never want to wear anything else. I don't care about that kind of thing so much anymore. I don't need to have my boobs pushed up to my neck. Like, God, they're just, I think once you find something comfortable and reliable, whether that is a bra or a pair of jeans or shoes or whatever, it's hard to go back to anything remotely uncomfortable. So if you have been looking for a supportive wireless bra, especially if you have a bigger chest like me, these are amazing. Run to a Victoria's Secret, and I hope they still have them in stock. I have one SLG to share with you before getting into the bags, and I do say bags because I could not pick between 2 of them, but this is my Bottega card holder. It is in the beautiful lilac color. I think I picked this up nearly, yeah, almost exactly a year ago. I know I made a video on it, so I'll have to maybe check up on that. It's still gorgeous, and I don't have a large collection of card holders or like the things I use as wallets. I have the pink Ferragamo French wallet, which is a really nice robust calfskin. It's also a bright pink, so it's easy to see in whatever bag I have it in, but it holds more cards than this one. But this holds everything I need it to. It has 2 sides, and again, with it being lambskin, I was anxious about the wear and tear, but it's still perfect. Okay, I want to tell you a little bit of a story. I was thinking about making a whole video on this, and I haven't decided if I wanted to yet, but it has to do with Chanel. It has to do with a few recent in-store experiences I've had, and this I'll just tell you real quick because it relates to this card holder. So if you're into Chanel, you might have seen that bright, beautiful purple they have in the current collection. Well, I have now tried on that color in the Walk, the Jumbo, and I did find it in a card holder. With not being willing to spend the money for something like a jumbo, and ultimately deciding not to get the walk. It was beautiful, but I don't know. Other video content right there. I was thinking about getting the card holder. However, it was flawed. The leather on the side was pulling away from the card holder, like exposing the underside like stitch bit that's all normally bound up. It was literally, the leather was fraying and pulling away from the card holder. And this is in a boutique being sold for over $400. I felt a little uncomfortable seeing that, you know, in the essays being like, oh, no, this is exactly how it's supposed to be. And if there's ever any damage, like, we'll fix it for you. It is Chanel after all. Like, I don't really have the energy to go into all that I felt throughout that experience and some other things that have happened. But we'll leave it at that. Basically, it was in my opinion, a damaged card holder being sold to people for an extravagant price. And this was currently sitting in my bag while I was there, and I could not justify buying a purple card holder when this little beauty is so perfect. And I would absolutely consider getting another one. I really want a Bottega card holder in that green. It's just beautiful. It makes me happy to see them, and yeah, I would absolutely recommend. Now for bags. This probably won't be a surprise if you've watched my Instagram recently, because I use this constantly. I use it several times a week. It's held up in the rain. Ben and I, we were recently able to have a family trip, and this was the bag I took with me. I took this and my white Coach Kit bag. They went with absolutely everything. They are quite elegant and understated. I picked this one just because this has been getting the most use, and to be honest, I'm thinking about grabbing another one in like black or blue, you know, just to have those colors. I don't have a large contemporary bag collection, but this is lovely. It's held up in the rain. It just wipes clean off. I've never had any damage. I have mentioned that the straps are on the sharp side, but people have told me that they haven't had that issue. So I think it's just variable. I think it can just depend on that batch, I guess. I am careful with what I wear it with, but it also looks nice on the shoulder and handheld. But I take this out constantly, and it's quite roomy. So that has to be one of my favorite bags that I've been using. Now for this next one. This one's very special, and it has to be my new Bottega. This was from my vintage haul. I want to use it today. I don't really need to run out, but I want to use this bag, so I'm gonna find something to do. It's so soft. I have only been able to use it maybe 2 times since getting it, but it makes me so in love with Bottega. I want them to do more simple styles like this. Minimal hardware, just gorgeous. I don't get excited for black bags generally, and if you're familiar with my colorful collection, you probably know that. Usually, and hardware usually doesn't do it for me. Like, I like a mix. Like, I like how the reissue has that standout gold hardware, and then with this there's just absolutely nothing to it, because it's not going to then clash with any other piece of the outfit. But when I use the reissue, the gold is definitely a feature of the outfit. So yeah, I don't generally get excited for black bags. This one grabbed me immediately, and I can't wait to use it again. So that is everything I had to share with you in this video. I do have some ideas for things to come up. I still need to do the Lily Silk roundup. I want to talk about my Misha Nunu shirt. I had some alterations done to a bunch of pieces, including my men's jeans. I have also purchased quite a few things, so all of those videos will hopefully be coming. I really appreciate it if you made it to this point and you're hanging out with me. So please let me know some of your current favorites. Is there a bag you've loved using? Do you have a similar skin frustration as I do, where things can make you go all red and bumpy or irritated, and maybe anything that's worked out really well for you, I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.